I could cry because to me, that is life-changing.
Blown away by that.
This month, I have made over £650 from TikTok Shop.
I made £400 and 16p.
Started posting consistently on this faceless TikTok Shop account 3 days ago.
£1,400. I can't.
We just did a £47 profit day.
Until December of last year, I made $18,000.
We've all probably seen these faceless AI generated video that seem to be going viral left, right and center. And what's crazy is it doesn't matter if you're on TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook, YouTube Shorts, the result is the same. What I found is if you can create one of these videos, you can take the same formula and repeat it over and over again. If you can create a 30-second video, you can take the same formula and create a 10-minute video. So I decided to do a little experiment to see if I can create a similar faceless AI generated video. I'm going to link all the tools I'm going to use in the experiment in the description. I only have one favor to ask. If you do find value from this video, do drop a like and consider subscribing. So my goal is to create a 60-second TikTok Shop video promoting the benefits of vitamin D3 and K2 because it's one of the products that's currently going viral on TikTok. The first step, I'm going to get ChatGPT to create a script. I'm also going to ask ChatGPT to create some prompts for some images that are going into the video. I've pasted the prompt in the description if you want to go ahead and test it out and try it out yourself. We're currently in ChatGPT. As you can see, I've pasted the prompt that I've created on there. If I scroll a bit further down, you can see that ChatGPT has gone ahead and gotten me a script. You can either go back, refine the instruction if you don't like the script that you've got, basically test out a few different scripts. But for the purpose of this video, I think the script is pretty solid. In addition to that, ChatGPT has gone ahead and given me 15 AI prompts that I will take and put into an image generator so that it generates images that accompany the script. So remember, ChatGPT knows the script, it created it. And the next thing that I've asked it to create, which is also put on here, is some possible titles for the video. It's gotten 5. Again, it's up to you at this point whether you're going to go back, refine, maybe try another 5 titles if you're not happy with what you're seeing. But ultimately, for the purpose of this video, I'm pretty happy with the titles that I can see here. All of that has come out of that one simple prompt, and I'm going to use all these different bits of information in different AI tools, which you're going to see as we go throughout this video. The next thing I've done is go into 11 Labs, which is my favorite AI text to speech tool out there by far. There's tons of others, but I feel for me this is best. Key thing that I've experienced with 11 Labs is it's very hard for platforms like TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram to demonetize it because of how high the quality is. It literally sounds like a person is reading your content, the pauses. I've got the premium version of 11 Labs as well because I don't ever want to worry about running out of the amount that I need in order to create my script. So copied and pasted the script on here, and I have then gone ahead and generated the voiceover and downloaded the voiceover. I then moved back into ChatGPT and started looking at some image prompts. So one by one, I took these descriptions, or these prompts rather, for individual images, copied them and pasted them into another tool that you may have come across called Leonardo AI, also linked in the description. One by one, I pasted those prompts. Now, very quickly, in terms of the settings that we looked at for on Leonardo AI, I went into image creation, which is on the top left here. So I've gone into image dimensions more and changed it to 9:16. Usually for my longer videos, I'd leave it at 16:9. I've not really messed around with any of these other settings here. Not going to waste your time and go through that whole process. I've already gone ahead and pasted all the 15 individual image prompts. Another thing, the setting that I've gone for, because Leonardo's got a number of different presets that you can use, but the one that I've chosen, I've stuck with Phoenix. The first one, it's nice and simple. Generally, I'm either going to use Phoenix or Anime. These are the results from the prompts that I copied and pasted. All of them are tied to the script. In order to download an image, you just hover over it. There's a little download image icon at the bottom of every image. There's also an option to download all, I believe, but I've got a ton of other images here that I don't want to download, so I downloaded them individually. We just need to jump now into CapCut. I've not complicated this at all. The first thing that I did was take the voiceover at the bottom here and put it into CapCut, and I've chopped it up. There were some breaks because, again, the thing with 11 Labs, it actually sounds like a person talking. There will be breaks as well and all that, but because you want the script to be as engaging as possible, I've removed the breaks. I've gone ahead and put the images on here as well and try to align them to the text as much, to the narration as much as possible. I've also put in some transitions on here as well. So transitions, CapCut, obviously top left transitions, and you can select the transition that you want there. I've gone ahead and put in the play pendulum effect as well on here. It basically just causes the image to swing like a pendulum. Put in some black noise as well, just to make the video a little bit retro, make it look like an 80s style kind of video. TV distortion and noise. I really like that setting. And then I've gone ahead and added this adjustment tool here into the actual timeline. And then I've added this vignette setting, which is these little black areas here. Let me just lower this a little bit further down. You might not be seeing the full thing here that I'm seeing. There we go. So these little dark areas on the edges of the video here, that's the vignette. So I've put that in as well. Again, you don't have to. This is just my preference for what I'm doing. And then I've gone ahead finally and added some captions on here. Captions, very simple. You just click on the captions. So if I go back to media here, and on the top there, you can see an icon for captions. Let me just lower that a little bit. There we go. Captions. And then if you go into templates on the left, you'll see all these different presets, and you can just choose the preset that works for you. Overall, I don't know if you're going to be able to hear the video. You might not currently, but if you don't worry. I will play the video towards the end of this current video so you can get an idea of how it came out as. There's a lot more obviously you can do to make it fancy, make it more well polished and edited, but for this literally took me about 10 minutes. So basically just stuck to the basics of the video. I've not added any songs as well. If you want to add some music to it, you can go ahead and go into the audio option on the top left there, and then you can choose whatever style of music that you're into. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm using CapCut Pro here because again, where possible, I want to try and separate myself from other people that are using just the free versions of stuff. Yes, CapCut Free does a lot, but when it comes to these tools, 11 Labs, Leonardo, if you want to try and be a step ahead of the sea of people that are using these tools for free, sometimes if you are able to afford it, it might be, in my opinion, the best thing to do to just get those additional features, get those additional credits, so you can put out higher quality content. My belief is over time, we're going to see these platforms really clamp down on similar low quality content because it's so easy for people to create content nowadays. So more higher quality content you can create, the better, and that separates you from the sea of other people that are just doing things completely free. I would also add on here, for the purposes of this video, I'm not going to do that, but I would add the actual product that we are talking about, the actual vitamin D3 and K2. There needs to be a picture of it within the video, whether it's a 2-second clip of you holding it, whether it's a clip that you've gotten somewhere, or whether it's just a picture that you've got off the internet of that product, because TikTok does have an AI that looks for these kinds of things if it is a TikTok affiliate video. However, if it's not a TikTok shop affiliate video, do not worry. You don't need to do any of that. If it's just an Instagram reel or a YouTube short or anything else, you don't need to worry about any of that. The key thing is you now have the step-by-step process to go ahead and create this type of video. And the same thing applies for long form AI generated faceless videos as well. You follow exactly the same process that you followed for the shorter video. It's just a much longer path to get to the end result.
Did you know you might be missing out on the 2 vitamins that keep your bones strong, your heart healthy, and your immune system powerful? Vitamin D3 is the sunshine vitamin. It helps your body absorb calcium and boosts your immune system. But here's the secret. Without vitamin K2, that calcium can end up in the wrong places, like your arteries. K2 helps send calcium to your bones, where it belongs. Together, D3 and K2 are the ultimate duo for strong bones, a healthy heart, and more energy every day. And right now, our premium vitamin D3 plus K2 is on a 24-hour half-price flash sale, but it's ending in just a few hours. Tap the basket icon on your screen now before it's gone.